Aita for leaving my mom at the airport after she refused to book a flight? It still haunts me. Mom was abusive during my childhood. At 12, I left home to live with my dad through the courts. That fractured our family. In court, she wrote, "I have no son." I've carried that weight ever since. Contact was minimal after that. I saw her briefly at 17 and early 20s. I'm almost 40. I got sober in 2018 after 20 years of drinking and tried to reconnect with my family. Now in her 70s, she has no contact with 2 of her kids. Reconnecting was tough. When I confronted her about the abuse, she told me to let it go. That was a turning point. I realized forgiveness would be one-sided. Finding peace was my responsibility. Since then, our relationship has been rocky but persisted. We've reunited and traveled together. We argue over small things, but kept in touch. Last summer, I invited her to a band from my childhood. The plan? She'd arrive Wednesday, concert Thursday, fly out Friday, I'd leave Saturday. She agreed. When she arrived, she said she only bought a one-way ticket. This made me uneasy. I reminded her to book a flight. I made it clear I didn't want anyone in my house. Friday came. The concert was fine. Then she revealed she hadn't booked a ticket and planned to stay longer. I told her, "I'm leaving at 5 a.m. You need to book that flight." I offered to cover extra costs. She refused and wanted to stay. I stated I wasn't comfortable with anyone in my home. She accused me of distrust, asserting she was my mother. I explained it wasn't about trust, just preference. The argument escalated. Finally, she said, "Fine, just take me to the airport." She expected me to give in. I didn't. I packed the car, grabbed my daughter, and drove her to the airport silently. Upon arrival, it felt like a standoff. She seemed to wait for me to say, "Never mind." I didn't. I took her bag out, set it on the curb, and said, "If you can't find a ticket, let me know. I can help with a hotel." Then I left. It still haunts me. I didn't abandon her. I offered help for her flight and hotel, but I left knowing she hadn't booked. Aita,